First, I'd like to say we need to start instilling qualities in each other, because it starts with us as adults in order to raise the queens and kings of tomorrow. And we need to just conquer jealousy. Come on, it's just not fair. It's not right to each other. It's not humane to do something like that. We can't just walk all over each other and expect to sustain unity. It's just not going to work like that. Please get it together. Also, this poor education thing. Come on.
All right. That little piece right there is from a woman by the name of Tabitha Tanner.
Walk all over.
That is from a woman by the name of Tabitha Tanner, who has tragically lost her life from being thrown out of a fifth-story window. Now, in this live, I'm going to be going over the events that led to her demise and going over the story with you guys, which is very sad and tragic. So this right here is Tabitha, and just a quick breakdown of the story is she was at the apartment of this guy, and while she was there, she was said to have been in the bed. She was without clothes, and his girlfriend arrived at the hotel. I mean, not at the apartment. Once his girlfriend arrived at the apartment, he then threw Tabitha out the window. She fell to her demise, and it's just a very sad story. So I'm going to go through all of the things that I was able to uncover within this story. I'm going to go to a website to kind of read to you guys the breakdown of the goings-ons that's goings-ons. And it's just crazy how people could treat other people in that manner, but we're gonna get through it. So in this article, it basically details the events of the night of what happened. And in the article, it says an uptown man threw a naked woman to her death from his fifth floor apartment window minutes after his girlfriend arrived at his home on Wednesday evening, prosecutors said. So in a phone call that they were able to get on body camera, he had basically denied to the police that he had any involvement in it, but then his dumb behind proceeded to have a phone call, and on the phone call, he told somebody on the phone, "I threw that B out the window." Now, his defense attorney or his public defender that he has, they are trying to allege that she accidentally fell out of the window or jumped. Okay. And that is basically their argument in his defense, to say, well, you know, even though he's on tape or he's on phone call telling somebody that he threw her out the window, no. Even though she had no clothes on or anything like that, no. They're trying to say that it was an accident and that she maybe accidentally fell or jumped. Okay, so I'm going to read that to you guys a bit later, but let's continue. So it says on a phone call that they were able to capture on body cam, he says he threw out the window. It says that there was no clear motive at that time. So he went before a judge to try to get bond, and the judge basically denied bond for him. You know, like, you're not getting out. You're not walking the streets. You already had a lot of run-ins with the law, and you're going to sit your butt down. Okay? It says a Cook County judge on Sunday denied bail to a Northside man who allegedly admitted to throwing a woman from the fifth floor window of his apartment building in the Uptown neighborhood late last week. Following his arrest Thursday morning, police body cam footage captured Tillman on the phone having a conversation where he allegedly told someone he threw out the window. Prosecutors said during the bail hearing broadcast on YouTube, Tillman of the 4500 block of North Magnolia Avenue faces first-degree murder charges related to the death of Tabitha Tanner. Now, let me open up this. I don't know if this is the YouTube video. No, this isn't the YouTube video. I wasn't able to find a YouTube video of the bail hearing. So, no, they don't have a link to it here either. Anyways, all right. So it says, during the hearing, prosecutors said a doorbell camera from Tillman's neighbor captured the separate arrivals of Tillman and Tanner at his Magnolia Avenue apartment Thursday evening after 10 p.m. Video captured the woman, and I guess this is his, I think his girlfriend, they said, was also pacing. So it says, let's see. All right. A video captured the woman pacing in the hallway shortly before her nude body plummeted through Tillman's window to the alley below, authorities said. Tanner suffered a broken shin bone, facial trauma, abrasions, and a laceration caused by the fall, and the death was ruled a homicide by authorities. Now, police were also awaiting a kit because she was also without clothes at the bottom of this fall when she hit the ground. Okay. And it says when investigators arrived to the scene minutes later, Tillman initially denied this actually, he knew anything about it, and they're like, listen, we got video surveillance and it shows you exiting the building moments after her fall. So even after she fell and it captured her falling at about 10:59. Okay, she falls. They see her falling out the window from the camera. At 11:11, it is then seen him going outside the building to check on her body and then going back into the building like he didn't just throw this woman out of the window. Crazy. Okay. So it says, he then told police that the victim came to his apartment and that her clothing came off during a quarrel just before she plunged from the apartment window. Okay. So he's saying, listen, we were having an argument, and in our argument, her clothes came off. Okay, and so after that, that's when he was brought to the police station, and that's where he made the phone call where he said that he threw the bee out the window. His court-appointed attorney asked the judge to rule against the request to deny bail, and countering, saying that it was too soon to know if Tanner's death was intentional or accidental, and there was insufficient evidence to prove either way. A high school graduate with a child on the way, Tillman had about 8 felony convictions, most being drug-related, court records showed. Okay, so as you see there, the court-appointed public defender is like, wait. It's too early for us to even know if this was an accident, We don't know if it was an accident. We don't know if it was intentional. And in another article, I can see it being quoted that he said that she may have jumped or accidentally fell. Okay, so let me post that screenshot from that article where it said that they are alleging that she might have jumped, And that's what they're saying. Okay, so right here, it says Tillman's public defender said he lives alone and he has a child on the way. So here he is in his apartment with a woman. The woman has no clothes on. Then comes his girlfriend, who's also pregnant with a baby on the way. And this woman magically rolls on out the window and falls to her demise. Okay. Okay, and this shows that since 2003, Tillman has been sentenced to prison 8 times, okay? And most of these times were drug-related offenses. Now, wait, let me find the article where it said something about it possibly being an accident. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, so right here it shows you the times that everything happened. But oh, here it goes. Right here. I said I know his public defender. I know he lying. I know he lying. Hold on. Here go right here where it says she may have accidentally failed. Let me pull that up. And I said I know he lying. Okay. So as you see, the top one right there says Tillman's public defender said he lives alone, has a child in the way. She argued that it's too soon to know if Tanner was thrown from the window or if she perhaps jumped or accidentally fell. If she perhaps jumped or accidentally fell, when they have footage of her falling out the window. What do you mean perhaps she jumped or accidentally fell? When there's footage of her falling out the window. There's footage of him going to check on her body, and there's footage of him going back home willy-nilly like nothing happened, didn't call the police, didn't call anybody to render aid, because who knows if it was instant or not. And she wasn't discovered until 6 a.m. on a Thursday. And this happened on, the next morning. She wasn't discovered till the next morning. So I'll go through the timeline of events. So it says right here, okay. So surveillance showed that Tillman, he arrived to his apartment at 10:09, okay? His girlfriend arrived to the apartment 30 minutes later. Around 10:57 p.m., they see Tillman's girlfriend pacing in the hallways of the apartment. So at 10:57, she's outside, she's pacing back and forth. He's inside with Tabitha, okay? And at 10:59, Tabitha goes tumbling out the window. 11:11, he's seen going outside, checking on the body. And then 6:11 a.m. is when she was pronounced deceased, and that is when she was discovered. And that was, where they called her time of death. So from 11:11 p.m., 11:03, he checking on her body. 11:11 p.m., he goes back inside. From 11 p.m. to 6 in the morning, he don't call nobody. He don't, do anything. So it's a very, very sad story because it involves him. As you can see, clearly he has all these drug offenses, and he is a crackhead or whatever kind of head he is. He's a druggie, and then you have Tabitha, this beautiful girl who she also was suffering, from what appears to be addiction as well. Her life was, from looking at her Facebook, she had pictures with celebrities, and I'll share the pictures with celebrities. Okay. So she had pictures of her and Chris Brown, and she seemed to be, a Chris Brown fan. So this is her and Chris Brown in 2015. Okay. She has another picture with Chris Brown on another occasion. Okay, this is her and Chris Brown on another occasion. She has a picture of her and Kevin Gates. Okay, and then she has several pictures of herself on her Facebook page as well. So this is one of the photos that she shared of herself on her Facebook page. These photos span between, I want to say, like 2014, 2015, and I think like 2016. From 2017 there to 2020, there's like a gap. Okay. And then you see a video appear in 2020. Now, in the video, it is alleged from her friends that she was, I guess, seeking rehab. Okay. This is another photo of her right here. And this is also another photo of Tabitha as well. Okay. So in addition to these photos, there were very, very explicit photos on her Facebook. So if you go through her Facebook page, you can kind of tell she was living a lifestyle of a blank worker. Okay. She was in a lot of hotel rooms. She was having a lot of pictures in hotel rooms where she was barely clothed. You know, she had like the no bra with the pasties, with the, you know, like the type of pictures that girls kind of take to put on like ads. You know, those type of, back in the day when they had, you know, the ads online to solicit, you know, that's kind of what the pictures kind of indicate, that kind of lifestyle. In addition to that, there was a gray area in her posting from 2017 to 2020. Now, when she starts back posting in 2020, her posts are kind of like hazy. You know, they're kind of like hazy. You can't really like, it's like, like what is she trying to say? Like, what is she saying? You know? And she then went live, okay? And she went live from what her friends are saying was a rehab facility. So I'll play a little bit of the video and then I'll read to you guys what her friend had to say about it. So let me go to that video and then I will show you the very long and heartfelt message that her friend shared in response to the video. All right. So this is her in the facility right here.
This misfit here, this misfit here, this misfit here.
Holly back? Is that Holly back?
No.
Oh.
Huh?
Anything going on? No register. Christina, history after the first. Christina's assistant manager. Assistant manager, and you know what?
Who's everybody?
Wrong. If not, you're gonna need a new assistant manager. Yo, Bob, we still on for half an hour. 10 hours.
Check out.
Hey, Marissa, okay, can I finish getting dressed, please? Thank you. No, she's talking about being a manager. Rules are set.
They off the chain.
Give me a break, all right? You're not gonna make me a manager. Why not? Today's a new day.
You ain't got these on.
That's an announcement to make. So that's true.
Promotion is created debate. Or else you can next election. That's it.
Let me see it, Jerry. Come on, let me see it. Jerry, you don't have to. No, I'm not kidding you. No, you did. I had to. Seminal favorite in Playboy, Politico, sending with Chris Marshall. Guess you missed a few words there, Jerry.
What? Playbook? That's a compliment. Chris, do you live with?
Cleopatra.
Free. Network broadcast, HDTV. Imagine all the free shit. 95.
All right, and so she talks in between there. I was trying to skip ahead to try to find it, but basically, like, there was people in the chat, and instead of like verbally responding to them, she was like bringing the phone close to herself, and she was like typing to them. So you see her responses in the chat. So when she brings her phone close and she's like doing something with her phone, like she's replying to the people and typing to them in the chat. But anyways, so that is her most current video on her page, and there was a lot of outpouring of love from her friends and people who had love for her and nice and kind things to say, because regardless of the lifestyle that she chose or the, you know, situation that she was battling, she did not deserve to be thrown out of the window like garbage and discarded like she was a piece of, you know, just trash or whatever, and just throw her out and just leave her there just like, you know, it was the thing to do. Like, that is unimaginable. And the person who found her, the terror that she must have had as she fell from the 5th floor. Can you imagine you falling from the 5th floor out of a window because a man who ain't man enough to just accept his L that he was caught up with another woman? And instead of manning up and saying, you know what, I'm caught, he throws her out of the window. Like, now you double caught. Like, ridiculous. So, this is what one of her friends had to say right here. And I will read it to you guys. Let me make it bigger. All right. So it says, this is my childhood friend, the young lady that was thrown out the window. She suffers from mental illness. It's always something wrong with Tabitha. She was free spirit and a little rebellious. Her mother loved her so much. She wanted her to get her life together. She had a beautiful sister as well that went off and became very successful in life. Tabitha was a blank worker, but she was very loving and kind. She was a very loving and kind one. Okay, so she said she was a loving and kind blank worker. Okay, I loved her crazy spirit. She go for anything that she wanted to do in life. She went for it, and nobody could hold her back. She always told me I was a good mother, and I always tried my hardest to get Evan back in my life. Okay. She told me those people just wanted your blessings, your royalty, and now the way my son is raised, he's very disrespectful. He has none of my spirit. So it sounds like she lost her son and other people raised her son, and Tabitha told her to get her son back. And now she's reflecting on the time that her son, who seems to no longer be in her custody, Tabitha told her she should get her son. Okay. And I'm like, ma'am, why that part had to be added in it? But anyways, and why the part about her, whatever. Anyways, so she said, I was a good mother and I always tried my hardest to get Evan back in my life. She told me those people just wanted your blessings, your royalty, and now the way my son is raised is very disrespectful. He has none of my spirit in him. He has more like those people spirit, envious, jealous, vindictive, and really don't want to see nobody do good. They wish bad on everybody and talk about me to keep me down in the gutter. Wait, do she get back to Tabitha? I didn't read this all the way through. I was just going to read it live. Ooh. 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 Oh, she gets back to Tabitha at the end. Okay. She said, people love to try other people's lives in different ways. Instead of them helping me grow, they tend to make a mockery out of me, as always, saying I had a mental problem. They make any excuse to say I'm a horrible person, and it definitely showed in their actions. I said they deserve whatever they get, but I will love you forever. Rest in peace with the angels. You are not suffering anymore, and nobody can ever hurt you. This world is evil. People have no empathy for life or other people's future or destiny. All they care about is their loved ones. It's crazy out here. No love. I love you till the day I meet you again. On the other side, you're still my best friend. Okay? Child, she made that whole post about herself. I read the first couple of lines and I said, okay, I'll read this on live like all the way through, because I thought, she had, it started out, kind of heartfelt, and then I didn't get to all the part about her son and all that. She totally made that about herself. Child. Anyways, so another blank worker commented below. So another female who was an acquaintance of Tabitha, she wanted to share that she feels bad because Tabitha reached out to her for a place to stay, but she says that she didn't have a place to stay of her own at the time. She said, this broke me into pieces. All I keep thinking about is not letting her come over because of a trick. She reached out to me asking for a place to stay, but I couldn't help her at the time because I didn't have a place of my own yet. I was homeless too. A customer of mine's paid for my hotel, and if I had let Tabitha come around, he wouldn't have kept paying the hotel for me. He was a trick. Other friends showed their love by doing balloon releases. Okay, this is one of her friend that did a balloon release. Okay. Let me make this a little bit smaller.
We here. This is the building officially where she fell from. We just posted up. The wind is kind of blowing, but one of them fell over. Ooh. Well, I'm going to start this off, I want to say rest in peace to Tabitha. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, the
the way this happened, everything that went on is bogus, and she did not deserve this. And I'm not gonna lie, like, she was a real bitch. She showed a lot of females a lot of things, and she did not deserve this. So we here just to pay our respects to her and her family, and, you know, say rest in peace to her, and hopefully she in heaven and everything is better right now. But I am who I am right now because of her. And she motivated me to get money. She motivated me to be a real woman. She motivated a lot of women. She motivated a lot of people. So I just want to say rest in peace to her, and we here for you. That's it. Anybody else?
This is Chicago for the people asking. This is Chicago.
Out here, but we had to come bring something out here for her. The way you died was real bogusly. I can't believe it, but we definitely here for you. We up north. This is the 5-story building. Here's the caution tape. I don't know if this is what she feel or what, but we just want to pay our respects. Outside of everything you was going through, your mental health issues, all of that stuff, she was a real bitch. She could have went anywhere. She could have did anything she wanted to do. But it was just these niggas. These niggas were stopping her from doing what the fuck she wanted to do. Thank you, everybody. Yes, rest in peace to her.
All right. So that was another one of her friends. Okay. Another person says, damn, Tab, this hurt. I really can't believe this. This is another hard one to take in, girl. You've been my best friend since we was kids. You was always out, going, loving, such a sweetheart. Would give the next person the world if you had it. What kind of monster would do this to you? He could have just been a man and let you out, but instead he wanted to end your life for another person that he wasn't going to be with after all. Hashtag big facts. What's wrong with these people nowadays? This is not cool at all. My condolences go out to her family. Okay. So that's one of her friends had to say. Another person. This person says, so he threw Tab out the window to discard of her like she was a piece of trash. She's a person whose life should have mattered more. My heart is broken for my friend. Her life should have never ended this way. Too many women fall victim to these monsters that are just waiting to take advantage of them. My heart goes out to every woman dealing with any type of mental issues. We got to save ourselves because these men who came from women who look like us don't care about us. Okay. So that was from another one of her friends. This person right here. Dang, rest up, baby girl. I know you had problems, but didn't deserve this. And I'm like, I come from a family like, whenever somebody passed, you know, we keep it real, but I'm like, the way they talking, I'm like, I understand keeping it real because, child, let me tell you, I keeps it real with my family members, but anyways, this person said, rest in peace, Tabitha. I know you was going through a lot, but you never deserved this. Prayers to you and your family. Okay. All right. And this is her before she had gained weight. When she was seen with Chris Brown. So sad, unfortunate story. Glad that they denied the dude bail. He needs to sit in there. He needs to detox from whatever narcotics he was under the influence of, and he needs to sit and think about what he did and what irrational behaviors he had that was very unnecessary and very uncalled for. On that note, I will end the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys on the next